We're back. I'm excited. It's been a minute. But we do have the recap to do. Do you guys want to do the recap, or would you like me to do the recap? Jess is giving you finger guns.
I can do the recap.
Oh.
Jesse, ooh.
So,
Period, King.
look, I heard that Luigi is going to be crucial, and I know that I'm going to need inspiration. So, anyway, last time, we were all talking, we were hanging out, and Luigi was saying how Ilmater is full of shit, and Samson is the only true god.
Rude.
And we faced this problem of Luigi needs to be armed before we go out and get proof of the embraced. And Cho mentioned, oh, why don't we get you a trash can lid? And Luigi was like, hell yeah, trash can lid, let's do this. So we went outside to the alley, we found a trash can, picked up the lid, Luigi is finally kind of armed. But, to his surprise, there was a hole underneath. And through the hole we went, and we found an entire underground civilization of little dragon dudes that only N spoke their language. So we're walking through, we're avoiding traps, and suddenly we see one. And he's like, bah, 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 bah. And then N, with 0 calming skills, decides, I'm going to project an image into this thing's mind. And then she does that. And then it freaks out. It's like, and it's like, you know what's a good idea? Let's do that again. And then the little dragon things attacked all of us. Luigi killed one of them, dismembered his body, tried to take off his cuirass and use it as a helmet, while his war buddy watched right next to him. And, we got to the end of the combat. One of them fled, one of them's dead, and the other one is surviving. And we're basically like, hey, Cho goes over to heal him. Hey, can you help out our friend here who has no weapon and no armor? The friend who is mutilating his childhood best friend's body. And he's like, I hate you, but here's my sword. And then they leave. They're like, I hate overbreathers. I hate all of you. And then we leave. And where do we go? We go look for Unga, our good friend Unga, who is alive somewhere in the woods on the moon.
He's
at
on
the
the
bottom
moon.
of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And Anna's like, oh, I know where we can go. We'll go out to the forest. And then we see this giant pyramid floating out of the sky, materializing, and beams up Anne, and Anne is like, I must go. You will receive help far greater than I can offer. And here is a little thing that will let you contact me once every lunar cycle.
And I have a scale.
And you have a scale.
Yippee!
And you have a scale.
I have a dragonborn scale.
Okay. To remind you of your goal here. Your goal is not to wipe out a regiment of the undead army, the Embraced. It is to find one, ideally a ghoul or a ghast, capture it, bring it back. You kill the things on the way, that's fine. But that's been your goal in order to get proof. You find proof another way, you're good to go. But as you are now in the jungle, you are coming to the realization that none of you were raised in a jungle. And as such, without Unga's ability to navigate it, it's going to be more difficult. Yes?
Isn't a jungle just like a more advanced version of a forest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
a bit.
I'm a forest elf, though.
You are a wood elf, yes.
Yeah. And I was raised in the forest. Would I not have solid jungle knowledge?
The jungles where the woods where you are from is very different than the woods of this area. But there are certain aspects of it that are consistent throughout. So maybe that'll be helpful, maybe it won't be. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a skill challenge. See if you can find the undead army. Hey man, I had to get you from one place to another. Unless you have another system.
No, I'm
making this dramatic.
I'm just mentally bracing for what's gonna happen.
Oh goodness, you have to roll dice in our role-playing game.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I can't wait to see us get ones.
Yeah, and then if you guys, essentially, we're gonna roll until you get enough successes. But for every failure, you're gonna roll a d6, and we're gonna see what happens.
This will be great.
Let's do
So
it.
you'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Who wants to start off first? What do you do in order to navigate further down southeast in order to find the undead outpost or army that's over there?
I'm gonna pray to Samson and ask him where to go.
Are you... You've seen The Princess Bride?
I have not.
What?
Okay, so we need to
Let's check.
change
That's something
that.
we gotta
That is
change.
important to change.
Movie night sometime, I'm hearing?
We should do
Not
it.
opposed.
We should definitely do a...
I have, oh no,
Princess Bride movie.
I have a giant room in my home that can serve as a good movie theater. So we're gonna have to do that.
I can bring food.
I bring myself.
Yeah.
Sorry I ruined your metaphor by being
You
a culprit.
absolutely did. I was going to
Oreos.
Inigo Montoya you, praying to his father, letting the sword guide his way. But if you
Like
would like...
Shadow of the Colossus?
Very Shadow of the Cloud. If you want to try and pray out to him and see if he aids you in your quest, you can go ahead and make a religion check.
Okay. Samson, please show me and these infidels where to go. 13.
13. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's a bit of dumb luck. Maybe it is a bit of Samson guiding your way. But you make the first leg of your journey, the first of 5, unharmed.
Nice!
You are making your way through the jungle, swashing past trees and stepping through mud and stepping through sand and seeing some fragmented ruins and some just rocks of just the jungle in here. There are birds crowing. There are creatures in here. This place is alive. You make your way through.
Yippee!
Who's next?
Are there any signs of movement? Because now that I think about it, like, I'm gonna walk through here often. There are animals that are probably walking about. Are any of the animal tracks, like, going a particular way? Because assumedly they're going toward important places, water, roads, clear paths.
Okay, what do you want to look for that?
Would you say that's nature or perception or something?
I would say like nature, like survival.
Okay. What would you? Is it my pick? Your pick?
Your pick. I
Uh,
tend to get a little bit loosier with skill challenge rules.
that's fair. I'll go with survival because I
Go
think
for it.
that falls into it.
Survival for me is like anything that you could get a Boy Scout badge doing. That's survival.
That's fair.
Um,
Can I guidance myself for this?
yeah.
Cool. So,
What's your prayer?
oh well, that sucks. I got a 5.
Sure, forgot her prayer.
7, and the prayer is simply, nice. Il Mater, can you, Il Mater, show me the way of least resistance. And I get a 7.
Another asking of a god to aid you in your way. Can you please roll me a d6?
A D6. Oh, wow. That is a 5.
You praying up to him, you stumble through what is a bit of a like riverbed, and you guys see on as she comes over to the other side, there is a bunch of leeches stuck to the legs of your poor prophet there.
Ew.
Go ahead and roll me another d6.
Help.
You know, in medieval times, they would say that this is getting the bad blood out of me. 1.
Well, you take 1 point of damage,
Ow.
and then I imagine you guys take the leeches off.
Rude.
I take the leeches off while reminding Cho that that wouldn't have happened if she prayed to Samson instead.
I will believe that you think so.
It's a shame this is an audio only thing, because your eye twitching whenever you talk about Samson. Just so tired of my slave.
Psychic damage, just constant.
I don't even know how to respond to it. I just like,
Is there any response to give?
It
Like,
is your turn.
I don't even know now.
you got it.
So, what do you do to aid the party through the woods?
So I would probably, because Cho took my idea. It's fine. I would kind of figure out. Okay.
You're doing it.
Does mocking my voice help you think of what to do here?
It makes me feel better.
I'm glad it does.
So I think that Sylvie would probably be trying to do similar things with checking the tracks. I think she would also be trying to figure out which way the wind was going. And trying to see if there is, so the reason I say that, and my brain is dumb, but
It's not.
if there is, in my head, the way that I picture it, and you could correct me because this is obviously your island, there is probably going to be like a, I don't even want to say like a pickup of wind, but it'll probably be a little bit different the closer we get to it because it was shut for so long. So I feel like there would be like a different set in the air. Does that make sense?
You're trying to get in touch with the air and feel like if there's any difference. Are you, chance, because you just talked about being a wood elf, trying to feel like if there's any disturbances?
Kind
into
of,
it? And, like,
yeah.
Kind of
Like-
vibe check?
Basically vibe check the air. Because if you
Yeah.
think about it, like, the door was shut for so long, and there's probably, like, settled, like, shit that was, not, like, actual shit, but shit that was in there that got released when N opened that.
Okay.
And I would assume that, obviously, while the skeletons can't leave during the sun, but, like, the
Maybe,
air,
you don't know.
obviously. You know what.
I do love the phrase vibe check the air.
Thank you.
You know,
Does it make
You want
sense,
to vibe
though?
check the jungle.
Yes, does it make sense,
Go
though?
for it. What do you want to roll for it?
sniff out the evil.
What would I just not...
What skill?
What
don't-
skill is vibe check?
I know, I'm thinking.
I think perception.
Perception, right?
You could try perception. I would say either nature or survival would also make sense here. Up to you. Or if you want to vibe check with the animals, animal handling. Which is a skill that I don't think anybody has.
So I don't have survival,
somewhat have
I
it.
don't have
Really
animal
do.
handling. I have investigation.
You can try investigation if you think that's how it's gonna, the thing you want to look for. Also, you're gonna roll the d20. You're gonna want the biggest die instead of d6. Yeah.
You said
D6.
D6, so I was all ready. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got this one now. Okay, thanks.
Well, do you want to roll a d4 or the d6 for it?
No, I'll do the D20.
Okay.
I just...
It has bigger numbers than the d20.
So I will do... I'll do investigation.
Go for it.
That one.
Oh! So now you gotta roll this one.
4. I hope I fall.
4. You have not been in like a forest for quite a while, have you? Not really reconnected with that part of your life.
Period, that makes sense.
Yeah. And you like trying to connect with that little bit of
The
that
forest
lineage
rejected
of
me.
that odd magic that you are there. And you reach out for it, and as you reach towards a tree, there's a mushroom on that tree, and the mushroom shrieks, and birds fly away as it loudly shrieks your presence. If there's anything else in this jungle, it now knows where you are.
These things happen.
Hello, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. That's just.
Okay. And now the floor is open for anyone else. We have one success of 5. Who's gonna go for our second success? Because we've got 2 failures already.
I think what I'd like to do, one of those birds that's flying away,
Yeah.
I grab it, my eyes start glowing with fire, because I can do that,
Okay.
and I attempt to intimidate the bird. Foul creature of the forest! Where are these undead coming from?
Wait.
Can you even talk to birds?
18.
Can you talk
The
to
bird
birds?
freaks out. So there's a bird nearby. Okay.
Literally made him
You reach over,
speechless.
grab it, and yell at the bird. The bird shrieks at you. You do not speak bird.
I don't know what you're doing with the bird, but I'll let you have a bird now.
One that's trying desperately to get away.
Of you.
I intimidated the bird with an 18.
It doesn't give it the ability to talk.
I'm gonna intimidate the rock.
You can't. The bird doesn't know how to talk. How does that help?
It can fly into a general direction.
Is it smart
You
enough to...
letting it go?
Yeah, I'm
pet now?
sure I intimidated
No.
it
Yeah,
enough.
it flies off, man.
And I follow it, because it's too
It's
scared
going
to
north.
disobey. Let's...
No. No. We're not chasing a bird.
But the bird is
That is like
scared.
a full order. No. We're not chasing the bird.
It's like some sort of goose.
Of course the bird is scared.
No, it's a songbird. It fits
No,
in
it's
his
a
hands.
goose. A wild goose.
Are you sure that goose wouldn't
If
just...
you'd like to go on the wild goose chase,
I'm
you
sure...
can go on it if you want.
Are you telling me a wild goose wouldn't have tried to square up with him when he grabbed it?
It's a jungle goose. It's different.
No.
I don't know.
It's different. It doesn't know.
I don't know. I didn't expect you to grab a bird. Like,
Toaster's awestruck at Luigi's attempt at intimidating a bird.
I rolled an 18. I did intimidate the bird.
the bird is scared of you. It's leaving. It's
it-
left.
Sylvia was stressed about like making them aware of everything, but now at that point she's like, "Take me,
Okay.
take me right now. We just attacked a fucking bird."
The other two, you're now open. You can do whatever you want here. If your new strategy of alert them to our presence so they come attack us, I can't.
Samson will protect us.
You're absolutely right.
I know. So
I can't say that that's a great strategy, but it is one of them. Out of all the strategies, it's one of them.
one of the strategies of all time.
Yep.
So I just noticed your shirt, by the way. That's good.
Thank
On
you.
theme.
Devin got it for me while I was still Unga. Have to
R.I.P.
save it for when Unga comes back from the movie.
No, we just get a post-it note and say, "I would like to talk to Samson." But could Cho, like, I imagine jungle's full of life, as a jungle would be.
Very cool.
Would, and necromancy is the opposite.
Necromancy is a study of life and death. Although generally an undead army is like...
Not.
Yeah.
So would there be, if we were to say like, you know, like the in Lilo and Stitch, how it's like, this is how bad you are.
Mm-hmm.
This is how much of you is bad.
Yes.
Like, this is how much of the forest is life.
Mm-hmm.
This is not life. Where's that not life bit?
Okay. Your vibe check of the forest again.
Magically.
But, okay. Tell me how you do this.
I
Just do
would
it.
kind of want to, like, I would almost imagine that, like, do you use the term weave here for, like, just the magic stuff?
Use the weave.
I would imagine the weave reflects something like necromantic versus just ambient life energy.
Okay, you can try and do an arcana check with that.
Okay.
You're not an arcane caster, so you don't you interact with prayers, which you interact with the weave, but you're on a different methodology.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
there's no study of the weave. It's just I know how to do it. So
Yeah.
Arcana's a 1. I'm gonna tap myself again because we need
Go
all the
for it.
help we can get. That is a fucking 8. I gotta.
Maybe a d6.
You ready for more leeches? That's a 6. Leeches.
We're crushing it.
Describe your situation that you're doing right now.
Cho, I imagine, is like narrowed her gaze slightly and she's looking around the forest as though she's trying to find a needle in this giant green bustling haystack. And I assume the haystack is about to bite her based off of the expression you just gave. Or maybe the goose comes back and it just hits me in the face. I don't know.
You do hear the large flapping of wings as you guys see now descending
Yeah?
with the critical hit.
Ow.
Oh.
A griffin comes attacks you.
Like, literally anvil from the sky. Just... This is like standing on the street and a piano just... Boom!
And starts flying off.
Oh, the griffin has me?
Yes! We're gonna roll for initiative. What?
Hey guys.
You rolled a 6.
How you guys doing?
6 is Griffin.
How you guys doing?
So we're doing that now.
Meanwhile, Luigi is making comments to Sylvie. This is what happens when people commit to the wrong god.
That's exactly what happens here. That's exactly.
I'll actually need a large size. You guys, I expect
Here you go.
a good roll.
Do you need something?
I just need.
You got two.
Matt, go ahead and put yourself on the map.
What's the one that we never used the? You foreseeing us using the percentile at
Yeah,
all?
no, you can use that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
You're
Is that the one?
here. You're
That's
held
true.
by the
I just
griffin.
Or
plopped
is
that
this
down.
the one?
Anyone could work.
The one with the zeros, double zeros on it. The 1 0, yeah, that one.
Yay!
So I'm gonna say you guys are decently close together.
Yeah.
The griffin is now flying away. It hasn't gone very far. Luckily, you're heavy.
Help! Help! Help me!
We're gonna roll initiative because you guys can't roll a die to save your life. Who wants to roll? You guys are odd, not even.
This is erasure of man prays to God and man yells at bird. Because those were good rolls.
I feel like this griffin is like somehow the adoptive
I
parent of
will.
that goose.
Go for it. Roll a die. Any of them. That's good for you.
What is it?
It's who goes first. Yeah, I'm evens. You guys are odds. So one of you guys is going first.
Okay.
Who's going first?
You want me to go first? I have a bow.
You can go first because
Okay.
you have your bow.
You can't do anything. You're in the fucking air.
You,
Wiggling.
I will let you know. You are grappled,
Ow.
and you are grappled.
So that's gonna be piercing, right?
Bow damage, yeah. If you hit. How high off the ground are we?
10 feet.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah.
A d6 of damage.
Yeah, it's not. Listen, the higher I get up, the more this is gonna hurt me.
Alright, so
Help
I'm
me.
gonna.
You don't want to try and bust that?
Well,
I'm
somebody's
going
on.
first. So I'm gonna do. I moved a. It's my turn?
After your turn.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you just it was
yeah,
me.
no, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use my bow. I'm gonna fucking hit the griffin.
Roll to hit. Yep.
That's a
16.
16 plus. What's your? Oh, that's 22.
22 will definitely hit. Because of the fact that you have an ally within 5 feet of the enemy, you get sneak attack. So go ahead and roll your damage. It'll be D8. Nope. Yep. Plus
6.
dexterity. It's on your sheet. It
I
should be-
know.
yeah.
I know.
You
Every
got it.
time.
You got it.
12.
And then sneak attack.
You do not have +6 to dexterity. That's a saving throw.
Oh.
If you look at your weapons part,
Oh, period 10.
10. Are you going to have sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay, do that.
That is a
2d6.
36.
4. 8.
So you
So
did.
18.
Yeah.
No.
Rogue doing rogue things.
Uh,
That little smile of pride.
And I very specifically aim for the wing.
okay. Cool. Yeah.
Can I befriend the griffin if we don't kill him?
Have him being a companion creature?
Yeah.
Literally in the book, it is Griffin companion. That's how it is. I will say, shooting the griffin doesn't super help.
He took my friend.
Also, being eaten by the griffin doesn't help.
So, like, what if I just, like, meet in the middle and I friend him?
You know, try it.
So now it's my turn.
You're gonna need like a nat 20 on
Am I gonna
persuasion.
just leave? I don't think I should just leave.
Just
I'll be
take
so
Cho.
sad.
Goodbye. I die.
I'm an angry griffin.
Just insta kill Cho.
I die for my sin of looking in the forest.
Okay.
As you're
I have
falling
advantage
to your
on
death.
beak attacks on you. Awesome. So I'm gonna start off with a beak attack
Ow.
against you.
Ow.
That's fine. Sorcerers are known for their hit points, right?
Ow.
So that will be a 23 to hit.
I wonder if that hits.
Probably not, right?
5 points of piercing damage.
Owie!
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna have this piercing cry as I scream out. I need the wisdom saving throws from all of you.
Okay. Which die is that?
D20. Wow, I'm rolling epic tonight. That is
6.
a 7.
The total is 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you want me to roll hers?
She'll roll it when she gets back.
Okay.
You guys are frightened of the griffin.
Well, I would love to run.
So, as long as you can see the griffin, you can't move closer to the griffin. And you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks while the griffin is within sight.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, does that apply even to breaking grapple?
yeah.
Oh, I'm just never getting out of this griffin's grasp.
So we can move towards them. And all of our attacks are, for how long?
That's a great question, dude. You don't know. This is a scary griffin, though. These are ability checks and attack rolls, so it's free at the line of sight. You can't move closer. Yep, that's your ability. That's so it's either Cho's turn or it is Luigi's turn.
I'm gonna say one, it should probably be Cho's turn, because Luigi can't walk towards the griffin. 2, I am wondering, do we get a wisdom saving throw every turn?
You hope so. Make a wisdom save. D20.
Ow.
Yeah.
Cool. You're frightened of the griffin. You,
Yeah.
you all failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens now?
So I'm
Who's
not
going?
befriending him?
It's a scary griffin.
Do you want to go? Should I go?
I think you should go, because I only have one spell slot left,
Okay.
and the only ranged attack I have is a spell.
I would love to try to break free, but I realize that's a contested roll, and I now have disadvantage on it.
You could try and break through. What are you going to use? Athletics? Are you going to use acrobatics?
Uh,
Why don't you?
is it? I guess I use acrobatics then. Try to like
Go
fucking.
for You have disadvantage.
I do have disadvantage, which is gonna be very unfortunate for me. So that's a 1. I don't even think I have to roll anymore. Yeah. I got 1, and then I got an 11. It was all ones. That's all that it was. All that it is.
So
Just kill us all right now.
Just, you know what? I'm ready to roll a new character. I think we can try this again with pirates. We can just, you know what?
Okay.
Next time
This
I'll make a
sucks.
fighter and it'll be awesome. No, it won't.
I
Like a wizard, necromancy.
So what
Fire
does
with
the
fire.
griffin, who clearly
Okay.
wants us all dead, do next?
so that's your action. You have a bonus.
Bonus action. I can't cast while I'm in its grasp, right? Then
Bonus action spells do you have?
a healing word. I would love to healing word myself.
Go for it.
Then I will healing word myself.
What is your healing word that you asked your god Ilmater?
Help! 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 And then I believe it is a D6. So that's 4 plus my casting modifier, which is 10. 10. Now I get back. Yippee! Yahoo! Whoopee! There we go. I'm not doing great, but I'm not having fun. I'm also going to check my math now, because I feel like it's not a D6, but I will double check. But for
What?
now, no, healing word is a D6, right?
It's a D4.
It's a D4. But I got a 4, so it's fine. 3.
One less hit point.
1 less.
All right. So now it's Luigi's turn.
I
Did
think
it.
there's only one thing I can do, but it would be my last spell.
Oh, I'll
slot.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Disadvantage, normal.
You could
No.
throw a shield like half a minute ago.
Wow. That's a
Wait,
9.
but then I'm unarmed
You're
and I
still
lose
frightened.
2 armor
Yep.
class.
No, that's fair. I would chase it down for you.
Just body
You cannot
tackle
move
his
close to the
griffin.
Yeah, we're talking about maybe throwing my shield.
Go for it.
But then I'd lose my shield.
You
That's
pick it
it.
back up.
Am I wearing shoes?
Probably.
This is I am already in love with this particular
Are
line.
you
of
just
Yeah,
thought.
dare-
bear
roll.
feeding it?
Just roll a
Got tough
d20.
souls.
16.
You are wearing shoes.
How much damage do my shoes do? If I take them off and throw them?
Like, probably just
Nothing?
annoyance.
You can throw a shoe at a child, and like they're still alive.
Can I get like a d4 on each shoe?
Sure. You have to still roll to hit. You have to throw the shoe. It's gonna be just your dexterity bonus. See if you can hit the griffin.
My dexterity bonus does not exist. Nine.
You throw the shoe at the griffin. It does nothing. It's a shoe, and that's a griffin. You now have one shoe.
We are not.
That's an action.
We're not replacing that shoe. Help!
Help!
What are you guys doing?
Our best! The dice say no!
Okay.
I'd like to use my attack to throw my other shoe.
You
Oh.
already used your attack to throw a shoe, man.
You got a bonus action?
Okay, can I use my bonus action to throw my other shoe?
Sure, frick it. I'm fully breaking rules for you guys now.
Ankle.
Sorry, we suck.
4.
Sorry, the dice
Four,
are
you throw
cruel.
another shoe. You now have no shoes. The griffin is still there. That's the end of your turn. It's now one of your guys' turn. Make a wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
Just you.
Because it
Okay.
was your turn, I think.
4.
You're still frightened of the griffin.
Technically it was a 5 because I have advantage on wisdom saving throw. You know what?
Advantage or you have a +1.
Or +1.
Yep, that still doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So it's now one of your guys' turn before the griffin's turn. I'm tempted to just take you and just leave.
New side adventure. Where did the fucking hyena go?
You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration and try to do that saving throw again.
Go for it.
Please, 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 please.
What did you roll?
What is it?
Don't worry about it.
2.
It didn't matter.
Okay, you spent your inspiration on another roll that didn't work out.
I'll fucking go again.
Okay, you're frightened as well. What do you want to do?
I'll fucking do it again.
Do you have any shoes?
I'm not throwing my shoes.
You have a bow. You just make
yeah.
disadvantage attacks.
So, what does frightening do to me? I might have been in the potty when you described it.
You have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks while you can see the griffin, and you cannot move closer to the griffin.
Okay.
If you can shoot, it would be disadvantage, and because you have disadvantage, you will not get sneak attack.
No, you're right.
Okay, I'll still shoot him.
Go for it. D20, roll twice.
6. 14, 20.
You take the lower number.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
That is homophobic.
Ooh.
Total.
6.
This is a
The
hate.
total is 6. You have plus nothing to hit.
So plus 4
You
for damage?
no both attack bonus.
Oh, yeah, plus 6.
So what's your total?
12.
That actually hits.
Better.
Better.
I'm
We are
better.
suffering. I need
I am
something.
better.
The D8 and add your plus 4. It's over here. You threw it a while ago. What are you doing?
I'm living my life.
Fair.
What am I adding to this? I'm so sorry.
4.
So 6.
6.
Okay.
Alright. It's now my turn. Do anybody want to give me a good reason why the griffin should just leave?
I want it to be my friend.
I would,
How cool.
I would love to not
Okay.
have Cho implode.
Is it
Also
leaving
that.
with Cho?
Yes,
It,
probably. Or would Cho be like dropped in the forest and we'd have to like go find her?
you know what?
Because like realistically, I do think having a griffin in the final boss like battle could be really
Yeah.
cool. So like I would like to keep the griffin alive, but like I also need Cho.
The problem is that you guys can't roll to save your life.
I'm
That
sorry.
is true.
It's almost like it's a random chance.
Is it?
But statistically, you guys shouldn't all be rolling under 10 every time. This is like
Statistics is the
I never
mathematic of
understood
lying.
statistics anyway.
And the
so-
dice lie.
We've all failed our
Roll
wisdom
wisdom
saving
saving
throws twice.
D20.
Thank you.
You want to be the first one to make the wisdom saving throw?
20.
You're no longer frightened of the griffin.
That's massive. He made me. I dropped
I'm
my
coming
pen
after
in
your
shock.
shoeless body.
Help!
I'm first gonna attack the sorcerer though. Advantage. That's a 20.
Rude. Stop
My
it.
beak.
Stop it.
I didn't even need the advantage. That'll be 14 points of piercing damage.
Ow! Stop it. Stop it.
And then
Say 14 or 16.
14.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a claw attack against Shoeless McGee. I dropped it
Shoeless
before.
McGee.
It's the guy who threw 2 shoes at him.
I suggested the shields.
It's 11 to hit.
And if I threw my shield, that would have hit me. But it bounces right off.
It bounces off. Can I have my D20? It fell by your foot.
Ow.
Yeah. So that's the end of my turn.
Here you go.
It's now one of your guys' turn. 2 of you are frightened.
I would like to get him while he's right in melee range
Go
of
for
me.
it. Go for it. What the frick? We're in poor form today, guys.
Oh, we don't control the rate at which dice shit out bad number.
I am going to try to cut off the leg in which he is holding Cho.
Go for it.
With a 20 to hit. 25 to
Disadvantage.
hit. Oh,
You're frightened.
okay.
Real.
20.
20 to hit will hit.
Nice.
Give me damage.
Slamming the dice.
11.
Changing that. Very nice. I'm now bloodied.
Good.
Nice.
Here's I'm below half health. You sliced at the leg, which is still holding Cho. Cho, you're now getting covered in blood a little bit. That's not all of it your own.
Not all of
What the
it.
fuck's going on in this campaign?
Nice.
Wow!
Good.
Yes!
Good one.
Is
I could
like
feel it.
the more dire situation we're in, the stronger the burps get.
Stress burps.
sure you knew I was mad.
Stress
I
burps.
just madly burps in here. Okay, so... Joe, it's now your turn.
Let me go.
Make a wisdom saving throw at the end of yours.
The catapult's not doing it for me this game. 15.
15, you're no longer frightened.
Thank Samson.
Okay, so that's not actually bad. So I rolled with disadvantage to use acrobatics to break free again.
Yep.
I'm getting a 15.
15. You managed to escape from the grapple.
Yay! Yippee!
And you come down, aided by the slash to the leg.
Oh, I'm aching, brothers and sisters. I'm aching. I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself again to go.
Do you have cure wounds?
Wasn't that my action to break free?
It is your action breaker. My apologies, you were correct.
Then I'm going to roll my d4 with Pam. Whoa, let me not throw it on the. Fuck, where'd it go? Oh, it's by Jesse. I do have 2 d4s. I don't know why I do, but this is useful. Okay, so that's a 4
Yeah.
plus 4, 8 health. That's. I'm making it, boys and girls.
What's your max HP?
21.
Cool.
I'm bouncing up and down.
Okay.
And then. I would love to run away, but I feel like this thing has some reaction.
I mean, it hasn't used its reaction yet.
I know, that's why I'm like.
Everyone has attack opportunity in 5e.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of bunker in, I guess. And then, is it wisdom save at the end of my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Disadvantage still? Or just normal?
No, it's normal.
Okay. That. Oh, it was almost a bigger number for a second.
No, but then I saw the 2. You're
Yeah.
still frightened of this thing.
I don't blame Cho. She just
Yeah.
got like there's like a chunk of her shoulder missing.
That seems
You're
very
getting
reasonable.
because it turns out if animals eat people, that's not cannibalism, and you're not good to proc on that.
Oh.
Except if it's a hyena, that's a problem. But griffins can eat you and it's fine.
This is unfair.
But you would eat the griffin.
Oh.
Anywho's, it's now. All 3 of you guys want this round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now one of you guys' turn, and then it's gonna be my turn. What are you guys gonna do?
Who wants to go?
Jess, do you get sneak attack here?
I'm unfrightened now,
Oh.
right?
You are no longer frightened.
So
Remember, you flipped me off about it.
I did. So yeah, I think so. As long as I move close and you're within 5 or 10.
Within 5 feet of an ally? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I should be able to. So I should
Yeah, it
go.
has to be like conscious and stuff.
Go get him.
I really want to befriend him,
Well, you could always try to subdue him.
but I don't.
Do
I
you
can't
want to
talk
try
to
an animal
him.
handling check?
It's +0.
That's what you'd have to roll to get it.
+0.
Oh, come on, sunk cost fallacy. Let's kill this thing.
No,
What are you gonna do?
I want to try to befriend him.
You're gonna try and befriend him?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
go ahead and
gentlest-
roll the d20.
I thought
15.
15. Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh, that is never a phrase you want to
I
hear.
am going to montage you guys. Because of the fact that I think if we go back to the skill challenge, you guys will fail and get attacked by another griffin.
I think we'll be okay.
I was literally just standing there
Do you
minding my own
guys want
business.
to go back to the skill challenge after this, or do you want me to move you forward?
I was having fun with this
I'm
challenge.
happy-
Whatever. Yeah. Why not? I think
I'm
it brought us
happy
to
with
this
Okay.
moment.
anything.
Okay.
But you didn't answer my question. Is he my friend or not?
Day 15. We'll see on his turn.
Okay.
Okay, it's now my turn.
Okay.
And with that, he looks at you as you reach out to him. You see that this creature is injured by you guys.
I know. Well, he attacked my friend.
We
My
did
friend who
do
can
that,
heal
Dad.
him.
Give and take.
Yeah. And then disengages. I'm very injured. And flies away. But that is the end of the fight.
I want to kill him.
You want to kill him?
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna do first? Shoot him?
You don't
Not
have any.
anymore.
Shoes are gone.
That makes me so sad.
I'm gonna go over here
Maybe.
and pick up my
You
shoes.
can beat him again. You pick up your shoes.
I do pick up my
It wouldn't
shoes.
be the same. I can't make it right now. And I can't talk to him, so...
That's probably good.
Well, Unga is on the moon.
I love
And
how you
that-
self-censored.
I'm going 6 feet under.
That's not where the moon is.
The moon is above.
So, back to the skill challenge, as you guys are now injured from the griffin fight. I think you have like no hit dice between you.
I didn't get hit at all.
You get it all?
I also
Perfectly
didn't get
fine.
hit at all.
Nice. It was just the
It
sword.
was just you.
I was, again, standing there staring into the forest.
You looked plump.
This
All
is,
right
this
for the
is,
pickings.
this is racism against gnolls.
You're just big bodied.
This is
You just
racism.
got a bunch of that flesh you were talking about
This,
earlier.
this is racist. I was
But
talking.
not muscle, but just flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fat if it's not muscle. That's how that works.
I'm being bullied for simply existing.
I'll bully you further. We're back to the skill challenge. I don't remember who already went this challenge. Oh.
Well, it
Joe
was
did.
me.
So you two can now decide amongst
I've
yourselves.
already gone twice.
Okay. So then, what skill are you offering? Unless. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a.
What's
that's
going
a,
on here, guys?
I don't really think sleight of hand could really be beneficial right now.
I yelled at a bird.
I don't know.
I
That
feel,
wasn't helpful either. I don't think it counts as your round of the skill challenge. You just did that. It's just another thing you did.
Oh,
I wasn't like narratively there or anything. You just had a random point where you're like, I'm gonna yell at this bird.
and nobody understands why. Because we don't understand why. You're just going...
Because I told the bird to take us to the ruins. And he was clearly intimidated by that. So he flew off in the correct direction.
Yep, the goose did that.
You convinced yourself. That's all that you needed.
What are you doing there? What's Sylvia up to? How's Sylvia gonna find this undead encampment?
Yeah.
Would you like a hint?
You'll give me a hint?
At this point?
I feel obligated to say yes because you don't just give hints. So
That's
obviously,
fair.
yeah.
So, an undead encampment that would be nearby would be monitoring. Or we would be doing something. They're not being like, and we're gonna live here now. They're gonna be like scouting and such. So as such, if you wanted to look for like people tracks or like bone tracks, that could be a survival check. If you wanted to see if anything was actively watching you, like shades or shadows, that would be perception. If you wanted to just, you feel confident with what you're doing already, but you want to move quietly and make sure that when you do come upon them, you see them, they do not see you if you see them. You could try a stealth check and scout ahead a little bit.
I'm gonna do stealth.
Go for it.
Hit it.
I'm such a nice DM. Yep.
What'd you get?
Frick me, man!
Should we take like a water break? Maybe go for a bit of a walk?
Can I just like
Holy water break?
We
Just bless the dice.
We
real
could
quick?
get some steps
Nothing
in.
about one.
How about I just like save scum and just reroll?
No, roll a d6.
Oh, the griffin comes back. That's
Another
so funny.
griffin is back.
What did you get?
Okay.
That's a 3.
A 3.
Okay.
For
Well,
with
I-
stealth, I do have +8.
Oh, really?
That
we
makes
rolled a natural 1. Okay.
I really hope that a 3
Well,
is
I
not a
missed,
griffin.
which is good.
What
As you
missed?
step on something, you hear twing, as a poisonous dart goes flying past you, and it misses. I rolled a nat 1. Okie dokie artichoke. Now what? Who's going now? I don't feel like your bird grabbing counts as aiding towards
Come
the skill
on.
challenge. 'Cause how is that going to help?
Because the bird was intimidated.
Your bird doesn't speak common.
How do you know?
I'm the DM.
How do you know? Asks Samson.
So what if the bird was like actually a human just disguised as a bird?
That would be a druid, and I feel like the druid would have smoked us.
Are there druids in New Pinion?
That's a good question. I didn't think of that.
Maybe.
Can I history check for it?
Try. Go for it.
I love the shake of the head. He's like, what the
You know what? At this point,
14.
Nice.
Nicely said. I'm gonna spin this the kindest way I can. I feel like I'm going against all of my DM antagonistic rules.
I already
It's really
feel.
like, but now I'm like, if I pick on you now, it's punching down so far down. So, you've not heard of any druids in New Pinion, but you have heard of druids in general, and how they treat nature, and how they interact with it. And while March does not have a large druid enclave like they do in Queendom of Lania, there are, wherever you can find nature, you can find druids. And that perseverance and that hesitation and that caution that they give to nature, especially from how they treat nature more the druids in March on the Breakbone Mountain Range, or it's this terrifying mountain range that you just can't cross. That
Wish I could
aids
quit
you in a sense of caution and how you're treating the jungle going forward. As you think, I should probably play this smart now and stop grabbing birds and try to be intelligent about this like a druid would, how they're wise and crap. And that is your second success.
Well, here's a question though. Are there
Let's
druids?
go.
Are there,
Second round.
Are there druids to Samson though? Because that's the only thing that matters.
No,
Ah, lame.
there are not druids to Samson.
Uh,
Although there are some druids that can turn into monsters, like turn into creatures and stuff that are strong. So Samson might look on that.
yeah, you're right. I think Samson
You
was
turned into a bear.
that's
It's pretty cool.
Samson can turn into a bear?
What? Stop grinning sexually over there. So it's now someone's turn.
Halson?
Halson?
Yeah, get out of that. I knew exactly who you guys were thinking about. Okay, it's now someone else's turn. I think you guys all gone now, so now it's open to anyone. Who is going to make?
I'm gonna go
the
again.
next six-
I'm
you're gonna
sorry.
Go for it.
I'm
Go.
going again.
What are you doing?
I'm
Please
still
not
using
let that
stealth.
one.
Go for it.
You got it. You got it. You got. I touch you and I give you bless. Not
Go
bless.
for it.
Sorry. Fucking the other one. You get an extra 4 on that. So
24.
24. You finally figured out how to walk stealthily.
we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take
and
it.
when
We'll take
you come
it.
across someone,
What?
maybe they won't see you at first, and you get the drop on them. And that is the third success of 5. Guys, this was so much easier when we had Unga. Oh, you just go through the woods.
Unfortunately,
Anyway,
someone's skelly bones came out.
that's crazy, man. He's out in the woods somewhere. Anyways, so, it's
I'm
now
gonna find the
Cho
moon.
and Luigi. One of you guys are going right
Can
now.
I just flat out look for skeleton prints in the ground?
You mean Bob Chuck
Do you
the
want to
Jungle?
try survival or perception?
Perception.
Go for it.
Let's just.
It
I'll
should
pat
definitely be
myself.
You're already failed. You rolled a 4 on the D20.
7. That's a 9. That's a 9er.
It's a 9. Roll me a D6.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. How bad does this get? That's a 4.
Griffin.
Griffin baby.
Griffin companion.
The activation noise.
Not the blood
What's your
dice.
AC?
13.
Oh, 9 just missed. I've got a 11 to hit. Another poison dart trap. Barely misses you.
Yike.
Luigi is going to climb up a tree with his
Oh
athletics
god.
and take a look around, see if from a higher height he can see anything.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Roll athletics.
12.
Collin thinking about this DC.
Jungle trees are notoriously easy to climb. There's vines and crap. I think a 12 is enough for you to get to the top of this tree.
Let's go!
As you climb to the top, surveying the area, you see a small clearing decently up ahead-ish. It's far enough away that you still might get lost on the way there, but you're now getting closer. With your 4th success, we now come to the top of the round where you guys, anybody can go now, 1 more success, and you will find the undead encampment.
Just so you care to redeem yourself.
What the frick is going on?
You
Redeem myself?
24.
You got nat ones for days.
Okay, you're 1 more success ahead of me, aren't you?
I had 3. How many did you have?
Oh, okay, he got 3.
4, technically.
There's no way that you have 4 successes because other people have had successes and there's 4 total successes.
I'm counting yelling at a bird.
That-
Because you
Okay.
got 1 too, right?
I got a success to get out of the grapple, but that's my only success so far.
okay, so only Luigi's heads, and you.
Well,
don't
I own
this
you,
one.
so they're also mine. So
When in doubt, slavery.
That's it. I think you're becoming more and more of an advocate for this whole owning a person thing.
so in a way, we both win.
It's our wins.
It's ours. Ours.
Aren't these wins really just all Samsons?
our wins.
That's what you need to say. They're our wins.
What do you do over there?
Pat, you were gonna give you D4.
I want that griffin so bad, and
You
I
can't
can't.
Stop. Maybe we can buy an illegally smuggled griffin puppy
I want
kit,
that griffin
baby egg,
so
something.
bad. I want a friend so bad.
What if you just walk over to the rocks and like
It's
scoop
not
up
the
a frog?
same.
Why don't you like
This one talks.
You can get one with its tongue cut out, I'm sure.
I'm sure I could,
I'm
but
sure that
you
is
know,
something to blast
I
out.
couldn't afford it. If I
Technically-
just take it from the forest, it's free.
You know,
What are you
if
gonna do?
I don't know. Why am I going first?
You said you wanted to go first!
No, I'm not!
Okay, then flipping over there. Cho, what are you doing?
Gonna pat myself, look around again.
Perception? You say skills, but I'm gonna increase the DC.
Okay.
What do you know?
Can
Honestly.
she?
It's like if we had like a skill challenge to like destroy this wall, you couldn't just have Luigi go and go, I'm gonna roll athletics every time! And it's like, alright, well, no, like.
What do you have?
It's not a bad sheet, all things considered. I'm just thinking of like reasonably what she would think of, and then.
What the frick's going on here? What's this game?
Could she just?
What's the game?
How about I just roll a flat d20? She just starts walking.
She takes a die out of her
Put your
pocket
faith
and
in it.
Just walking.
Flat D20 luck check. Why the hell not?
That's a 12. That's a 13. Unlucky or lucky 13. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want to consider luck. I don't. It's 13.
Unfortunately, I feel like 13 is known as an unlucky number.
In American culture.
Well, I'm an American. Hoorah.
That's fair.
Roll a
Hoorah.
six.
not the
Boys.
D6.
You know what I keep succeeding at? Getting d6s. That's a 4.
Are you good? How much have you lost?
Not
Is
as
a 16 hit?
Wow. Yes.
Okay. You stepped on another poison trap.
Ow.
You get a dart stuck in your neck. Ah!
No. Meh.
Pull it out, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay.
Give me a constitution saving throw.
Okay. Hip, hip. Well, fuck you, iPad. That's a 9.
That's cocked. You gotta reroll.
Oh, okay. That's a nat 20.
You avoid being poisoned.
That's nice.
So you only take 1 point of damage.
I would consider that a success.
Oh. The poison grants
point
me
of poison
visions.
is nice. It's not an excess in terms of our skill challenge.
Maybe.
And now it's your turn.
What if we
What are you gonna do?
What if we microdosed the poison and hallucinated, and we like consulted the hallucinations for guidance?
I think that's a
I will just
medicine
start
check.
murdering you guys and stop being nice.
Scout again.
I'm gonna do perception. And just fucking see if there's any
I'll
more traps around
Pat
us.
you again.
Go for it.
So that's a 17 base plus your.
21.
21.
21.
Perception. You managed to find there are some traps. They seem to be outside of any traps, or if there are any traps, they've already been triggered.
You okay?
Yes, you've succeeded.
Huge.
Stupid skill challenge. I did not think it was going to be that hard.
What have you done so far in session, guys? Well, we passed the opening skill check.
You did.
And I didn't even get a fucking griffin out of it.
Man yells at bird.
You know how you would need to roll higher than a 15.
That was like my best roll of the night at that point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it can get only better from here.
Okay, so we walk into the encampment.
So
What do we see?
walking upon the encampment, you see there is a number of figures going around here. You see quite a few like skeletons, and I imagine with your experience in the military, you start counting.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll perception. I don't want to hijack your character, but I do feel like it's something you would be interested in knowing the numbers that they have here.
How big is the encampment?
It's enough that you're looking at this and, like, rough estimating immediately, you're like, ooh, there could be over 80 people here?
How about like area-wise? How big is the encampment? Because I have divine sense for 60 feet around.
You're not going to be able to get that close
Okay.
to it. They seem to have picked a decent, an area by, like, the river that's going there. Although you can see, without even rolling anything, you can already see that there is like a full-on skeleton walking and like patrolling
You guys
Okay.
are decently far back into like the jungle. Like you would get closer because you're decently stealthy.
Yeah.
But unless anyone else wants to try and push their luck.
Nope. You can
No.
scout. I'm big,
I'll scout.
chunky, very white, halo glow person.
So Sylvie would probably try to stay within the trees and throughout, like, you know, like from the edge, but like still relatively close.
I give you guidance.
Low to the ground. Between the
Yes.
They're gonna be gone for longer than a minute. You can pray over them. That'll
Yeah.
help their spirits. but I don't think it's
She'll
gonna
like
help them.
she'll pat, hoping maybe it'll come in handy before the minute's up. But she'll just hunker
Yeah.
down and kind of like.
Yeah,
Does my success with the stealth help me in any way?
I'll allow your previous success for the stealth to carry over to here. Go ahead and roll. You're gonna learn things now, right?
Yeah, so
Perception.
okay. 23.
Very nice. So there's a couple of things on this campsite that seems to be a bit odd, and you're counting them, and you're realizing as you're counting that you're still going to get somewhat rough numbers.
Okay.
Some of them are probably like laying down. You can't get a great angle on because there's foliage here. But there are a few things of note that you're going to be able to find out. One, there is a standing army of like over or somewhere around 40 zombies and 40 skeletons here. There are also a number of zombie-like creatures that have longer like claws and like more hunched over and a little bit more monstrous looking. There seems to be around like 5 to 15 of those. There are also a few covered over. Like they've covered over a few different areas with like leaves, like heavy leaves from the forest already, and that's you don't know what's going on there. There's a few robed. There's two different robed figures that are talking to each other. As another figure comes from the river, it comes out of the water. You see that this figure is short, dwarven, female, as she has on her, maybe her left, like, clavicle bone has been removed. And there is a bit of, like, ephemeral something from there. She is squinting against the light and moving closer. Also, there are 6 farmer-looking people.
Farmer?
Like people from New Pinion that are just brought together.
Like for the slaughter?
Possibly true believers.
They are sitting down, and they don't seem to be enjoying themselves.
Okay. Are they like actively present? Are they like almost not like disassociated, but like hypnotized? Question mark?
They don't seem to be like hypnotized. They're
Okay.
like towards like the middle of the camp,
Okay.
and it's not like they're chilling.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any ghasts or ghouls there?
From what I described.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure that out. You could probably.
As
get
long
close.
as I get one zombie, right?
Or a chunk of one.
So, you get a zombie. It's like, can it talk? Maybe.
Okay.
If you can get something higher up, more chances that it can talk. More chances that you can actually you can get something out of it. If you just get like a skeleton, it's like this is a skeleton. It's like, oh, okay. Well, there are wizards of New Pinion and stuff. There are arcanists. Like, making a skeleton is difficult, but it's well within the abilities of someone from the Silver Stacks, who work on the arcane parts of the ship. So you would need something bigger.
So I'm
Or,
obviously
you know,
closer. So is there opportunities for me to get closer to the robed individuals without being like
to the rogue one.
yes.
They are in like the middle of the camp. You could get closer, but at a certain point, we're gonna have to.
I know, that's
roll
why
another
I'm
stealth
like,
check.
okay.
What's Joe doing, by the way? What are you two religious boys doing back here?
Oh, you go.
I'm thinking that we get another angle on this encampment. Like, we're only looking at it from one side. I think we should circle around the other side, see if we can see anything new there.
Are you communicate that to Chuck?
What did you say? Can you
What
get
do you
that
think?
picture?
Communicate that to Chuck.
Oh,
What do you say we go around the other side, get another angle at this place?
I would not say it's a bad idea, but I would say it might be a bad idea for me to be part of that.
Why's that?
I am covered in blood and I have glowing halo.
We're about to split the party up again.
Not.
No, we should grab you first.
I agree.
So you wait. Sylvia to come back.
Yeah, we'll wait for Sylvia to come back.
Okay. Can I get closer? Not like close to the robed people, but can I get closer to try to listen to what maybe some of the people, like, whatever around are chit-chatting about? If they are at all?
You can, but you're gonna have to roll another stealth check.
Okay.
Go for it.
I believe it's not within a minute. I was going to say maybe no.
Okay.
Not bad.
25. I think I did that right.
At this point, the sun is starting to get bathed in pinker hues as it's going down. What that does lend an element of twilight. And as at this point you're trying to get closer, light's going down a little bit. You feel more part of that growing up that you had of the woods as you manage to sleep closer, combining what you know now and
And I
what
have
you
dark
know
vision.
then. You have dark vision. So you can see just fine as you're getting closer. What are you trying to hear?
Literally anything. Like anything. Because I'm not going to get close enough to the rope people without being caught. And I'm incredibly aware of that. And honestly, I can't beef the entire encampment. I'm incredibly aware of that. Even with every god on my roster, I couldn't. I just couldn't.
There's
And I
only-
know that.
There's only one.
Sure. So,
Moving on.
literally what any other information that she could hear without getting too close to the robed people, but also within... Because I assume that some of the zombies can talk. Not all of them. Same with the creatures. I assume some of them can talk.
So
Even, so...
you're going about and you see that the skeletons are armed with bits of weapons.
Okay.
And the zombies just kind of
Man.
as they walk around. Getting closer and actually piercing that line of skeleton guards you're now kind of in the camp a bit. Not terribly far into it. You're trying to listen in on what maybe those rogue figures are saying, and you see that the more monstrous undead. You're now able to tell more easily. There are two of them that seem to be taller, and those are kind of calling the shots. They smell. They have a stench.
Like a dead stench or like a rotting stench?
Rotting.
Okay.
Rancid, sulfurous. And those things are talking.
Okay.
They're looking about. And you realize they're talking. It's some sort of language. What languages do you have?
Common, thieves, and elvish.
I don't know language you speak.
Question.
Yes?
I have my dragon scale on me.
Yeah?
What does my dragon scale do?
You have no idea.
Okay.
But you do hear words from the captured prisoners.
Okay.
They are talking amongst themselves, and you see that there is a blue dragonborn who is kind of being like, they're going to send people.
It's going to be okay. They're going like reassuring everyone else that the Tali's going to send someone to save them.
Okay. Would I recognize any of them? Or are they just generic farmers?
You, with your time in New Pinion, you don't go as far to like the west. That's not really like the area, the east of New Pinion, because there's not like a lot of shopping there. That's like where like people like live more. It's not like the touristy part
Yeah.
or the piratey part. So
That was
it's
not
outside of
where I
that.
thought those were gonna come out from.
Happens.
Okay.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Because I'm like in the thick of it. There's only so much closer I could go before I let the whole camp know that I'm like a visitor. LOL. So,
Yeah. If you get caught at this point, it's not going to be pretty. I don't have enough dice to represent things.
I know.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to attack.
Only Ungo was here.
Unga would already be in there trying to fight people, dog.
It wouldn't matter.
Trying.
You see one of the robed figures motion to the other one and bring that also illuminated other one who came from the river. They'll do something that they're talking about the river, and they go into the river.
All three of them go into the
They go
river.
into the river.
Okay. Are any of the farmers elvish?
There does seem to be a half-elven farmer, or they're a more pointy-eared farmer.
Okay.
You sent for a bit?
Yeah, I think I'm just sitting and listening.
The robe figures, they bring something from the river with the other one, and they like start covering over this creature with leaves as well.
Now, is it leaves or is it like seaweed?
Leaves. It's like
Okay.
from the jungle.
Okay, but they came out of the water with it?
They came out of the water with something, and then they brought like cover over leaves over the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and watch what they do with it.
Okay. The sun's starting to go down. What are you two doing?
How long has she been gone for?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Oh, she's dead.
Is that what Luigi
There
says?
hasn't been like commotion.
Yeah, so it's just been silent. Like, I haven't fucked up yet.
I'm not sure. She's probably anxious. She's probably like praying a bit harder and staring a little bit more like narrowed gaze to try to get some details out from where she's at in terms of like toward the camp. But
For that?
no, but she's like, you know, like for lack of a better term, like, you know, mom's sitting in their like window waiting to see if the car is coming home yet. She's like,
I'm gonna roll a perception check, see if any of them have maybe noticed us and are gonna sneak up on us.
Go for it.
13. 12.
you have a -1.
And wisdom, yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, what about Unga made you think he was... Not Unga, Luigi made you think he was wise?
There should not have been anything.
I associate a lot of religiosity with wisdom in this game, just innately.
I think for like clerics,
Yeah,
yes.
let me get ahead of myself. I don't see people play paladins. I see them play clerics more, so my mind just goes, "Oh, religious as fuck."
Are they spotted?
Do I see any undead
You
that
don't
are like
see
around
anything
here?
really. It's also like, you're like, that's really far away. And also, with your experience with the collections, they fight differently. They will send a falcon to you and go, "Hey, I'm coming at morning. I expect you to be there." When they're like, "We're here," like, they come to you because that's fun. Because they like going to war. It's not like they have like an army. It's like they all want to go to war, so it's a cultural touchstone for them, where they attack March. And that's part of their coming of age. It's how they meet new people. That's like part of their thing.
In order to stop the the Ward's War, you need to convince the people of March that war is bad. And like they just don't believe you. That's the thing with them. So like you are the shield against the collections. That's what March does. If it wasn't for March there, the collections might run out into the world and conquer anything they could get their hands on and just leave ruins in their wake. You are a defender against this insane, barbaric people.
Right. You know, honestly, we could use them here right now.
Yeah, you're like a half orc or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe one with a big hammer.
Yeah, I don't know. You do see flitting over. There is a semi-ethereal creature that goes and speaks to the hooded creatures as they are working over whatever thing this is, and they every now and then they're like checking up to the sky, and they're like the sun is going down.
Can we tell what it's saying?
Yeah, can I tell what this one is saying?
You hear it talk.
But
it is
it's
not a
still
language you're
just-
talking.
Stupid.
It doesn't happen to be infernal either, does it?
You're too far out of here.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
can we even hear that?
You're too far out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I think Sylvie's really learned all that she knows, and now she's like incredibly aware. Like the sun is setting. It is now turning the color that what's his face warned us about.
No, that was the sun. That's turning pink.
The sun's singing pink hues over the
Oh,
sky.
I thought it was like the moon for a
The
second.
moon's not up yet.
Hey, okay, so that's like super weird. So she's probably like, I'm not hearing anything else. I'm not learning. I'm just observing. Blah blah blah. Like I'm gonna dip
Okay, you dip out.
out.
So you do go slowly out. Mm-hmm. Because like, this is not the time to break cover.
No.
As you slowly step out, waiting for the regimented skeletal guards to go around, and less regiment zombie guards, who just kind of like move a little bit and then just stand there and like bump into each other. As you then leave, you now are all met up back together, and the sun is rapidly setting. What do?
What did you see?
So there's a lot of people.
Yes.
A lot of them. There's some zombies, there's skeletons, there's these robed creatures that were speaking this language that I'm unable to understand. Nothing about it was even familiar. They went into the water and came out. Question, were they wet or were they dry when they came out?
They're wet.
Okay. Weird. Okay, so
They went to the water and got wet. What's weird about that?
why are they just sitting in the water? What's in the water?
They're on. It's a. So did she
Don't
said
you
that
think we should go find out?
they said
In
that
the water?
character, right? Like Sylvie said that in character. Like they went into the water and then.
Yeah, and then I got distracted by the fact they went into the water. And
I
I
think
was
she got struck by they went to the water. That's kind of weird for them. You guys are now in character speaking.
Is not passageway for them? They don't need
don't
to.
know.
Well, they don't need to be there, and whole city is surrounded by water. Would be
What's
good.
in the water?
Why don't we go find out?
Well,
Can either of you swim?
Yeah.
I
Samson grants me the ability.
can swim, but I am exhausted. I don't have much more magic in me.
We need to get proof.
So, what proof do you want to shoot for?
Do you guys have Polaroids in this land?
Nope,
No, what?
that's not a thing.
Not even in March?
Nope.
Because if we try to take one of them, I feel like that might be. Well, actually, those. Did any of them seem?
That is a fucking note. I'm gonna be pissed.
Ball of paper I'm talking
I
about.
don't even ever believe you, ever.
Did any of those in the camp seem particularly slow or
The zombies, but they were more like grunty. They didn't have real words to them.
Was there anything there that could be just not a normal undead, something that the townspeople would see and think, oh, this is a serious threat, not just some undead.
What about other living people in there? I mean, they must be making more of themselves.
There was hostages.
Why don't we get hostages?
Because there's like 90 plus people, and we are 3.
Well, where were hostages in camp?
In the middle.
Yeah, but if they didn't believe you, why they won't believe a hostage either.
Well,
It depends. 6 people is a lot of people to try to misprove.
and if they've been missing for so long, it would lend credence to the fact that something took them.
But there would have been some sort of acknowledgement that there was people missing, and I don't think there was in the town hall.
Did you look?
You're talking about the missing people?
Yeah.
So just inform about the political landscape of it.
Would it even matter if there was people missing?
People like going missing. There's not like a where are you at all times in New Pinion. People are very free there.
Yeah.
But Natalie is like a man of the people of New Pinion, and like not like a pirate person. And like if you go like, hey, we brought 6 people back, and they all say what we say, and you have like, there's an undead encampment. These people are real. You can't avoid this. It's like, oh, even if Natalie doesn't want to believe you, if you make a big fuss about it, he's like, well, and I'm listening to my people now. Even if he doesn't believe you, he has to at least pretend like he does. Because I mean, if he loses the popularity of the people, he's losing everything. You essentially can oust him without murdering him.
Well, I have that letter
Okay.
too, so he could already be ousted.
Ooh.
Oust him otherwise. Yeah.
Blackmail.
Although, now that you have the letter, I'll just be like, I found this letter on you. Where did you get it? Pickpocketed it from you. It's like, it's a likely story. And it's like, there's a little bit he said, she said to that, but it's very different if it's like, I saved these 6 people. And they're like, you're a hero, you saved us. It's a lot harder to argue with that.
Yeah.
You said that these zombies were slow inside, yes?
Correct.
Where were they watching? Because you could just as easily lead them out that way.
True.
And if we make big kerfuffle on other side of camp, all smart ones will go that way and they
Ooh,
will
I
leave.
can throw a rock.
I don't know if rock is kerfuffle, but I like thought. Because if we get those smart ones to go think, oh, we are under attack, the zombies can stay here and scream if they see something, and then we just happen to make zombies go, oh, I saw something over there, it is shiny. Oh, there's a way open. Oh, they're world prisoners.
I have thoughts.
Go ahead.
Could you, I don't know if I'd have to roll with this, could you describe what the encampment looks like and what's around it?
Do you want me to give you a dry Oh, you
It's a circle, most part with part of the circle touching the river.
So say, like, that's river, this is the encampment.
Yeah.
What is around the encampment?
Jungle.
Just all jungle. There's no, like, caves, there, like, cliffs, there is nothing. It's just straight up trees and vines.
Yep.
Who were the
As far as
entrances
you
in?
go. The entrance?
Yeah.
What do you mean entrance to the encampment?
Well,
There's not like tents. It's just kind of people.
oh, so there's no, like, wall or
Yeah,
anything?
No, I literally snuck right in.
Where were the zombies stationed? Or where were
They were wandering.
They were
So is
wandering
this a
bit, but
clearing?
also towards the outside.
This is just my version of the jungle. I only had the one color.
So the zombies were just kind of walking?
Yeah.
Were they walking like a full
There's
circle,
the
or were they
trees.
like...
You're walking around, bipping and
Love
bopping
it.
a little bit.
Thank you.
But also, like, the zombies,
have
like, the
pink.
skeletons seem to be, like, regimented. They move at, like, a steady cycle.
Okay.
But the zombies are a little bit more screensaver. Their movements, and just kind of walk around a bit.
Now are they, so the zombies, when I was observing them, can I have another
Ooh,
color?
I have an idea.
I also have an idea, so what is your idea?
My idea is I
You
have...
guys are doing this in-game with sticks.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we're on the ground.
So-
We're doing art and crafts. Like,
Yay!
So we are
probably like.
here.
Okay.
You guys want to put your people down?
I just believe that we're all there.
Yeah, that's just
Okay.
us.
But my plan involves everyone's favorite thing, splitting the party. So,
Mine also involves splitting the party.
alright,
Where,
we'll
so...
get out both of these ideas, then we'll figure it out. So,
Sorry. I
Well,
was...
in total, there might be 100 people.
This
Yeah.
is extremely dead, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Go for it.
So, We are here. Where in the encampment are the hostages?
The green.
Middle.
Okay. So,
They're by those 5 covered bodies.
Okay, so there's 5 covered bodies.
Not the one that you brought from the river, just 5 other ones.
so
So question.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Where's the one they just?
By the river.
So there's a single human, whatever, possibly
In the encampment.
in the. So it's in the actual. Okay, I'm thinking they're way too small. Just like, but it's not by the rest of them.
It's towards the middle encampment, but it's not by the rest of the covered bodies. It seems to be separate.
Was there anything different about that one as to why it would have been separated that I would have noticed?
Big.
Big in what way? Like tall, like waist wise, like, or just like burly?
Burly,
Okay,
I would say.
say your thing. I'm so sorry. I
So-
got distracted.
I
What is a good word for it?
can run around here, and from the cover of stealth, I have 1 more spell slot left. Can shoot my very powerful guiding bolt right into their wall, or right into the encampment on this side. Don't need to hit anything. Just need to make a big explosion. Does guiding bolt make a big explosion?
It's more like a single fire. It is very visible. Because after you hit the target, they are like shining with light.
Okay.
Which guides the next attack, guiding bolt.
Okay.
And like, yeah, so it's a public thing.
Would it be
Okay.
guided back to him though?
No, it'd just be like guided on that target. And
Okay.
also depending on what you hit, depending on like skeleton or zombie, if you get a really solid roll, you might need to take out one of them with just like pop shot.
Okay.
But who knows?
So, if I just fire a guiding bolt in, I don't even need to do anything with it. I just need to make sure everyone notices. But, since I can do that from, was it like 45 feet away? Not sure off the top of my head.
The guiding bolt's range is 120.
120 feet away, even better. I could do it
You
from,
could-
I could do it from like over here.
So I think it'd be the same.
See, yeah.
Then, given that, while they're on their way, I make my way back to you guys. You guys sneak in. You grab the hostages. Might be 1 or 2 skeletons that stays back with them. That's just my guess. You guys can take out the skeletons while I'm on my way back. Bring as many hostages as you can. We don't have to get them all, just enough. Then everyone's distracted over here. We run back with the hostages.
So, I imagine Cho is doing this in character too. Devil's advocate. How many skeleton pairs? So first question, how many were in a skeleton regiment?
There was 40 skeletons altogether, so I assume maybe 5 or 6
Like walking around.
Yeah.
within
There are
each
some walking around.
section.
There are also some just in the encampment as
Okay,
well.
so there's, let's say they're patrolling in pairs of 2, they're just going.
I would actually say if you got that close and you were sitting there for that long, you're going to find out there was exactly 40 zombies and there's exactly 40 skeletons.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are those 2 higher up monstrous creatures.
Yep, and then
And
there
the-
was 15 of the little
then-
weird zombies with the weird claw thing.
10 of them. There were somewhere between like 5 to 15 of them, but when you got closer, you got a solid look at them.
Okay, so
They
there
are
was 10.
less regimented as well. Some of them are like laying down, some of them are like touching things. And
They're
just
like-
like having experiences more. They're like playing with rocks. They're like moving things. They're like chewing on things.
Are you stupid?
Maybe, but also some of them seem to be talking to each other.
In like what language though? Like their own?
Not a language that you understand.
Like are they just like doing weird grunts? Like
Give me a straight intelligence check. D20.
I know, where am I? Oh my god. I was like, where is it? I'm
Just your intelligence bonus.
16.
16. You heard a language called the Necro, which is the language of dead.
Okay.
So let's say that there's 6 of the skeletons walking around, right?
We
And,
can wait till they're on this side to spring the attack.
Well, so that's one thing, but the other thing is that if they're smart, which they clearly are, they wouldn't have all of the skeletons just in one glob and have like
2
three.
rogue figures, 4 more armored and better looking, like undead zombie looking creatures that seem to be more put together mentally. 2 of the monstrous undead who are more leadering them. 10 of the monstrous undead who seem lesser than. 40 zombies, 40 skeletons, 5 covered bodies, 1 covered body by the river, and then that dwarvish undead woman that you saw.
I bet Unga could take them all.
No.
You know what? We'll have to find out a different time
So,
when he comes back from the moon.
Comes back from the moon.
slight edit to your plan suggestion. Cho
Yeah.
can cast light on a stone, and you can carry that stone with you. And you can, as they're running after you, huck it into the woods. And it'll be glowing light, like the guy in the boat's glowing light. So, hey, that person's
Alright.
sprinting away. She can then end it on, like, a command, or, like, you can say, like fucking dude goes, you know, like a bird call or some shit, like in the movies, and she can end it. But the problem is that we'll still have the screensavers, 34 other skeletons, give or take, because some of them probably run off, 10 monstrosities, 10 zombies, 2 monsters, and then 5 corpses, which I'm going to consider are probably going to wake up at some point.
Yeah. That or they're important figures that, if not woken up now, will wake up at some other point.
Was there a boat?
No! They just went into the water!
And so, I know that we have one dragonborn that seems clear-headed and everything else. Well, what were the other captives that you saw?
A couple half-elves, but
Okay.
other than that, I didn't... They just kept talking about... The dragonborn was saying how somebody was going to come and rescue them. However, we have not seen a rescue. We haven't ran into anybody in the forest, so I'm, like, obligated to feel like that's, like, probably a lie.
As far as you're aware, nobody even knows they're missing.
Yeah. And honestly, they probably wouldn't believe it anyway, because nobody believes anything here. So...
Hey,
So-
are you any good at starting
I'm
fires?
sorry, does the theme of people who don't work together don't prosper
I'm a
not
tiefling.
We
hitting
worked-
eventually? I
we
think I've
worked-
drilled that into
Hear me out
you.
just fine.
I
A
killed
wildfire
Unga
near
about
their
it,
very
like-
precious, very
I
flammable
worked together
skeleton.
just
I
fine.
cannot
Why
do
do
that.
I be punished?
You're not being punished.
So I also had a similar distraction in mind, and that's why I asked about what was around it, because, like, I would start an avalanche or, like a rock thing if, like, it would distract people, but there isn't anything.
No.
Why are we starting fires?
So, we want to distract, like, fucking set 8, about 90 plus things,
I
right?
think the fire could be a good idea.
So, here's the thing, right? Very few things could probably scare the undead. Oh no, it's raining. We don't breathe air. Oh no, we're drowning. We don't breathe air. Fire, though? An uncontrolled fire? Magically induced? That might be a bit too warm for the bones to chill out with. That might be a bit too warm for the skin to stay with. And this is clearly an important place. We got, a couple corpses. This is their thing. If there's a fire, they're going to want to attend to that. And that's going to need a lot of people pushing a lot of water or stomping on the grass or whatever.
If there was a fire, what's stopping them from going, okay, we get the river?
Oh no, we can't drag the hostages. They're going to drown, and then we clearly want them
We don't even
alive.
know if they're, like... Yeah, we don't know if they're even, like, some sort of, like... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, gain to having them, or if they just stumbled
Well,
upon
then
them.
why keep them alive in a cage?
Are they in a cage, or are they just in the middle?
We also can't really light a fire
Oh, okay.
from a distance.
So here's my thought, because we're in the jungle, and I enjoy the fire idea, and I enjoy the distraction idea, so let's put it together. Because we are surrounded by the forest, and we're surrounded by vines, and some sap is flammable.
Yeah, sometimes flammable.
So, is the sap that we would find, like, on the jungle trees, and, like, on maybe some vines, would this be considered a flammable?
For flammable sap,
Would that
make
be...
a survival check.
I pat you.
Go for it. It's a prayer.
Please don't fuck up
She
nature.
she doesn't pray to Ilmater for all of her stuff. Some of it she just, remember she controls Ilmater helps her. She's not a cleric, remember? Not,
Yeah.
her magic isn't all prayer. Her magic is inborn in her. In times of great need, hell yeah, we're gonna pray. That's rough, sweetie. That's rough.
Hell yeah,
Did you
so
get-
that's rough. Faster than I've ever seen.
What did you have?
A 3.
So 6.
Because I saw the 3 and I was like,
The great
oh.
redwoods of Melania is very far from you now. And
as you would see the sap makes such beautiful amber. It's not here. And as such, you're not able to find it. You're saying killing what?
I was writing killing myself. The
Oh,
fucking
okay.
marker is dead.
And the marker killed itself. What are you talking about?
So the people in the middle, are they bound at all? Are their
'Cause,
feet
like,
bound? Their arms
my-
bound?
You're not.
My idea was that if we had the vines with sap, we could, because I obviously have stealth, and I could have like brought them to different sides of the camp, and if we lit them both on fire, we would have not only the army distracted, but we would have them split up, which would make maybe getting the hostages in the middle an easier target, because I do have stealth, and I feel like I would be the quickest because I have more movement, and I would be able to disengage faster. But fuck my sap idea.
We have no sap.
We have no sap.
What was the deal again with your glowing rock?
She can make a glow. You could, do one of these so that none of the light gets out. Fire your bolt, and then huck it into the forest, and they can go after it. And if you signal Cho, she can make it stop glowing, and they're like, "Go fuck their hauling ass!"
Okay. So I don't know if I'll be able to signal you from that far away, but once you see the guiding bolt go off, if that is the plan that we choose to go with, wait like 20 seconds, enough for them to see it. I'll be already on the move. They'll be hopefully running, and then put it out.
So let's be generous and say half of the skeletons and half the zombies go after it. We still have 40, 50, 52 problems in the camp. How often were, the big wigs walking into the river?
One came from the river the first time, and then they all three went in the last time, and then all three came out.
How far does this river flow?
It flows up to Mount Kilter.
Okay, so it's big.
Reverse mountain. Goes up the mountain.
All rivers in the island flow from Mount Kilter.
Okay.
Obviously, the water is important.
No, not all of them. This is decently rainy island.
Is the water flowing, source of the water coming from the mountain?
It's coming from that direction. It's coming from more inland.
So, if we were to block the river, it would...
It's a decently large river. You could, throw a tree in there and the tree's gonna go down the river.
All I'm trying to do is just inconvenience these fuckers. So that, wouldn't work at all.
I mean, it would take a while to do.
So how do
I
we
don't know.
make this distraction as distracting as possible? Because there are a lot of people. There's
You
no
do
guarantee
that?
They all got.
I
could
can
set
also
up-
shoot an arrow with the fire. We could do
Could
fire
set a
arrows.
Fire over here.
Can you do fire arrows?
All I need is fire.
You can make fire, right? You said you could.
No.
When I was like, "Hey, can you set a fire?" You're like, "I'm a tiefling."
You were
Fire.
just like, how do you like starting fires? Or that's how
okay,
Luigi
okay.
interpreted it.
So, looking at our resources, the
I can make
most.
earthquakes.
I was about to say I have mold earth. The best, one. I know it's gonna sound weird. If the zombies are just kind of for lack of a better term, Goombas, where they bump into something, go the opposite way, and then bump into something, go the opposite way, and then bump it. If you make a little pit and their foot gets stuck, they're just gonna
How would you like me to make a little pit without all of them seeing me?
Not you make a pit, but we make the zombies are just going
So
predictable.
Chill makes a pit with mold earth.
Well, more so we make a bunch of little pits and the zombies get stuck and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong, zombies?" And they're like, "Where the fuck? Why is there so many pits?" And then some of them. I'm gonna be real here.
We're fucked, regardless.
So, stay in character if you would. Keep out Goomba talk. But if you're going to plan, you can plan while remaining in character. Your
So,
Russian show accent.
with my arrows, I could do some fire ones, and I could just shoot them off anywhere on the other side of the camp, because that'll be enough of a distraction, because it's like fire. Something's going to catch, and I could use the guiding light
Guiding bolt.
on it. Guiding bolt. Could I use that on an arrow and shoot it?
Guiding bolt on an arrow?
Yeah, so like what I mean by that is like if you like kind of like almost like
You can shoot guiding bolt at someone and then hit that person with an arrow as well.
okay, I wasn't
that.
sure if we could like combine them.
Cho.
Small idea.
Period.
Are there any particular herbs around here that are known for producing a lot of smoke or wet wood?
It's decently wet,
Okay.
regardless. So finding wet wood would be not that hard.
Okay. Are there any particular herbs for religious purposes, for medicinal purposes that Cho would know of that particularly ward off death, anti-necromancy properties, that kind of thing? Not refined, but like, you know, it's like, oh, the old superstition, like, oh, if you hang it over your house and you let it smoke, you know, zombies are gonna be like, and they go the other way.
Even if there is those plants here, it's going to do the power of at most like a first level spell.
Ooh.
And it's
That's-
not going to be enough to
that's
like
okay.
move people
That's
away.
okay.
Guys, I
So-
just remembered something. I have Charm Person. And this... Oh, wait.
Undead are not people.
Undead are not people.
My
I don't know
idea.
if they speak common anyway.
My idea. We get a bunch of, well, not a bunch. We get little, let's call them piles. We get some wood that produces a lot of smoke because it's wet. We get some of these herbs, we bundle them up, and then what we could do, delivery is gonna, I have a couple ideas for that, but we could set them around the camp. There'll be enough of a smoke issue.
But I don't want them to think that they're under attack.
Well,
Or that they're
So,
being distracted.
Regardless, I don't think half of them have enough brain cells to think that. I think they're gonna see something going off and being like, oh, I must go to that.
I gotta go put that out, and then
I don't even know if they would think that. They'd just be like, that
we
is
just-
something new and
We
distracting
want
and
smoke carries
like a cat.
pretty good, and smoky wood carries pretty good. And if it's got even just a little bit of like garlic for these vampires, let's say, and they're like, oh, that's an opening, and we can fucking while you and then guiding the rock goes and then we can walk away with them.
So you want to have them kind
First
of
of
like...
all, did Cho do all those side effects?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to have them look like investigating some smoke maybe out here or somewhere. Then I shoot off the guiding bolt. And right as I'm doing that, you come in, get the hostages.
I will.
Yeah, sneaky McSneaky face.
Using rough numbers, even if you manage to attract 40 undead to you,
We're still
which-
outnumbered.
what would you have to do to attract that many? There's still 60 left.
Right.
And also something changes within.
I will also say we're pretty close to closing. Should this be
And you have a note, and I did
We
not
keep
receive it, and it
What
pisses me
changes
off.
So-
within?
As the sun begins to rise, you see that the two robed figures are discussing amongst themselves, and they're pointing towards the hostages that they have. And then the shorter, glowing woman goes, seems to disagree with something, and speaks to them. They tilt back, they look at themselves, and do they chuckle?
I don't know.
It's uncertain. It's far off. You can't quite hear it. But two of them, they begin making circles and sigils, and they bring some arc of energy to them as these two robed ones work together over the body that they brought from the river. Before they do that, they send off something. Like maybe they finish some sort of arcane something, and they go back to the body, and as they're finishing it up, Cho, you find something stuck in your throat.
Huh?
Something in your throat.
She's gonna
Cough?
walk away from the camp and holding her mouth shut. Good.
It's something like you feel it. Something like it's there.
She's gonna walk as far as possible before fucking.
Bro, what are
Give me a
you
Constitution.
doing?
She's continuing to walk as far as possible from the fucking camp before she deals with this. That is a 16.
It's decently far away by the time you're gonna cough it up.
Yeah.
Is that the fucking message?
Are you gonna spray me with water?
Go ahead and pull it out of your throat.
Okay, my throat is a Tupperware bin with salt.
The way I am so infuriated right now.
Is it back?
Yep, there's a back. So we're gonna. So here's the problem. I have nothing dry to carry this home in, but I can kind of read it. Yeah, Cho will come back holding that, and she's like, okay, hold on, hang on.
What's going on?
Is it encrypted?
Fucking better not be.
You're gonna put the liquid thing on your
Yeah, there's a cover.
You want to read it out loud?
Well, give me a second here. I'm trying to read your handwriting. Plus,
Tissue
It's
or
hard to
napkin?
read
a
things.
little bit of shine.
Collin, you got a tissue or a napkin I could use real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There once something.
You have a blow dryer?
There once was a monkey man who thought himself, I want to say clever, and then you ran out of space in this note. Too cunning. Wouldn't or couldn't.
Would you like me to read it out?
Hang on. Claws sharpened, his teeth saved to. Yeah, sure. If you want to. Oh, hang on. There's a big old beast of Bagger's Dash. That's bold.
Of course it is.
Would you like me to read it out?
You could. I'll take it home too. And I'll be like, hey, look what I got to do.
Oh, that's definitely hard to read with the saliva that you got going on there.
I don't even know if it's
Is
saliva.
that salt water?
It's, I think.
That is a few different things. It's saliva, man. Don't worry about it. There once was a monkey man who thought himself clever without plan. His running I couldn't condone, so embraced cold and alone. He serves under my command. Ooh. His claws sharpened, his teeth bared. He born to bring, he come to bring his fate's share. With each step he draws near. Bring, oh, it's really hard to read.
I love how the DM can't even read it. Okay, I am vindicated.
He saved unwilling and uncared. Throughout jungle, freeing rivers ash, he come to tear, rip, and to gnash. Soldier knight, bird, body unwanted, abandoned, something.
Yup.
Beware the beast of Bagger's Dash. As the body that brought up from the river gets up, as it is a familiar shape, and begins running towards you guys.
No.
No.
R.I.P.
And that's who
Anga.
we're gonna come up next time.
no.
Here, I
And-
could just take that
What
back
is
and
it
I'll
gonna
build
be
it
like
up.
for you to like kill
if you wanna-
yourself?
Luigi
Like-
hates undead.
I'll just, it'll
No.
dry out.
Try it,
How do you
and then
feel?
take a picture of it.
This is gonna be
Put
so
the chat.
cool.
But
Honestly,
it was.
If Unga kills us all, I'd be kind of proud of that too.
You guys wanted to make sure that you guys figured out what happened to Unga. You know, Unga.
I was okay with thinking he was on the moon.
Found him.
Too bad.
Found him. Found him.
Unga.
Found him. Found him.
Yeah.
Maybe we can convince Unga to be kind.
It's not a fucking
Maybe in his
workout.
unlife he'll be a much more reasonable entity.
Next week.
I'm down.
Excellent. See you
Next.
then.